Welcome everybody. It's Freedom to Rock Friday, and unfortunately, I am split up today. My partner Vinny G is at home on location. I am still here at Pizza Studios, our normal location. We got Nicole coming in. Hold on one second.
Friday.
There's our friend Nicole. How are you, Nicole?
Yeah.
Great Joe Madden. Vinny, you're sideways, buddy.
Sorry,
We got
man.
some.
Phone issues.
That's all right, brother. We know that. Hey, guys, Freedom to Rock Friday just started. We have the lovely Nicole Pierce, Joe Madden up from YYC Canada. Nice and warm out there, huh, ladies?
It has been. It's beautiful weather.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. There's the snow's melting. We've been double digits up here, so
Wow.
it's been
Wow.
a treat.
Well, I will tell you this, and Vinny can confirm this out here in sunny California. We've had probably what, Vinny, 82, 83 for a good part of the week, maybe a little rest of the week.
Oh yeah, but windy, man. I mean, half of the 6-4 lost power, which is pretty rare for our neck of the woods. I mean, we don't obviously get snow, we don't get torrential rain, but the wind this time really wiped out a lot of people in my hood anyway.
Yeah.
And on top of that, obviously, I'm part of damage control when we have bad weather. So it's been a rough week to say the
Well,
least. I'm
I
getting
will.
over a horrible cold, and I didn't want to put Tony's family at risk. That's not cool,
I
especially with
appreciate
the
that.
shape his dad's in.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that, Vinny. And I'm gonna go to the Pope. I remember when you guys were doing the show when you had the wind when Gallo was on and he was the weatherman, and it brings me back that we actually had gust winds up to 93 miles an hour at one time, and that's considered a Category 2 hurricane wind. But obviously it's sustained, but it's not. But that's how bad it was out here. So, and
Wow.
that's one reason why yesterday we couldn't do the show is that all our power was completely shut off. And Nicole, we couldn't do anything. How you been?
Good. Just hanging out.
We miss you. We haven't seen. I know last week we kind of on and off. Hey, come here, little guy. Say hi to Nicole. Say hi.
Hi.
There's my
Hey,
little. There's
handsome.
my
How
little.
are you?
There's my little Luca bear. They all come on. Every time Daddy goes on, they all want to come on. But when Daddy's not on, they don't even come close to. There's my mini me behind me. Say hi to everybody. They all get Starbucks, and my princess, she just she does her own little thing, and she's gonna do her little YouTube videos while she's doing this. So, guys,
Oh.
out there, Canada obviously shut down again. We've been talking about that. We've seen posts. As you guys are aware, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but in Southern California, where we live, actually all of California, um, is in a shutdown mode. Right now, San Francisco, or Northern California, they've shut down earlier than what the government has advised. But we're going into what we call a purple tier, which we already are. But now they're going to sit there and shut us down where we probably won't be able to even do remote live shows. We'll probably have to do them from home. Unfortunately, all the hospitals are at capacity or near 90%. So it's sad, but I know that's happening out there, Nicole, and it's real tough. And I have to give you a lot of kudos. I know your business has got to be tough, but talk to us. Let us know what's going on in your area.
Yeah, it's we I think we're better off than what we thought was going to happen, which was a full lockdown. So grateful to have places to go, some things to do. Sucks for the kids, like your senior high, they're not at school, so that is tough, and no sports, which is tough. Um, I just my seems to be good. Honestly, they've settled into online schooling. Um, it sucks they're not in sports, but you know what? We're making the most of it. We were just putting up Christmas lights because apparently that's what Caitlin wanted to do, so that's what we were doing.
Well, I know this, and we'll go to Vinny and then to Joe on this. A lot of people out here, Christmas is obviously a huge holiday across the world. Um, and people are kind of pushing back, saying, "Hey, wait a minute, we want to go to church, we want to do this, we want to do that." But I think the biggest thing that we need to understand, and I think I've said this on my post, is that using common sense. Thank you, darling. And if we don't if we don't use common sense, then yeah, we can put people at risk. Now the tough part is the family. We want to sit there and get together with family, and obviously, Cole, I know you love it, and Joe and Vince, we've talked about it. But Joe, what's that? I mean, how's that affecting you and your family?
You know what? Our family had already decided on our own that we would cut down from a group of 25 plus to just about 8. So we were all going to break off anyway. That being said, I can be honest with you guys. If they still say I'm not allowed to see my family, I'm still seeing them Christmas Day. Life is too short. Everyone's being safe. I can go to Walmart and shop with my mom, but I can't go for dinner. And it's not happening in my world that I don't see my mom on Christmas Day. Everyone can give me as much hate for that as they want, but life's short. If she's not here this next Christmas or I'm not, neither of us will be happy. So I'm making sure I see her at Christmas 100%.
Well, I will agree with you 100%. Life is short because tomorrow is never promised. Today is.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of debate with the fact of people saying, "Hey, I can go to a store, but I can't go to church." I can go to actually now they're even saying they can go to church in certain areas, but I can't go to dinner outside with someone. The problem being, and I think that some people out here they don't use the common sense mentality. Like right now, I'm outside. Vinny was with me. If people were coming around me, I would put a mask on right away. I wouldn't even sit there and take it. Obviously, I'm speaking. My kids, when they're playing, they're going to have a mask on. But I see a lot of people that don't practice that. And you've seen the surge, obviously, in Canada, but out here, it's unbelievable. In America, in California, right now, we're at a stage, and Vasu actually came in. He's giving us some little comments here. All 7 Bay Area counties are rolling back to the beginning of everything shut down starting Sunday. So basically, until January 4th, the plan is pulling back. It is crazy. It's they're crazy too. He's absolutely right. But again, it's you know, it's hard to say. I want to be able to spend time with my family and friends, but I also don't want to. Like Ben said today, it's like what? Why take a chance of putting someone into a position where they could probably harm someone else. Now, your immediate family, hey, I understand that. But you know what? Extended family, I've seen people say, hey, I'm going to invite my cousins. They're from Arizona or so on and so forth. That's putting people at risk, I think. So, Nicole, your take on that? We'll go to Vinny.
You know what? I think it's all about mitigating risk. Um, the reason we're in this position is because nobody cared. Everybody went and did whatever they were told they could have. One friend or 3 cohorts, but then everybody was having parties, Halloween, Thanksgiving, all of those, and that's why we're here. Hospitals are full. So
Well, and Vinny, I'm going to go to you on this after. And Nicole, I agree with you. I think what happened is everybody kind of got to the point where they were tired of being stuck at home. And then again, and I'm not going either way on which way the president because that's my personal belief and what side I want to go on. But when you have your own leader that's basically saying, "Hey, do it, don't wear a mask," and having big gatherings, and not only our leader, but there's other leaders in the country that have done the same thing. So what happens is people kind of sit there and monkey see, monkey do, and unfortunately, we're in that position now where we wanted to sit there and have that piece of candy. Now we're not going to have that big piece later because we have to sit there and suffer again. Vince, your take.
Yeah, I mean, they're all good points, but the saddest part about it is nobody was able to see the pattern that this was going to go into. I've said this many times. We've never had a pandemic like this before. There's no rule book, there's no guide. You do the best you can. I just hope that California has our best interests at heart. And it's really hard to swallow when I read that they're even suggesting at this point that we should cancel Christmas because of COVID. And that to me is just going a little bit too far because Christmas is a state of mind. And Christmas, if you believe, is a very, very sacred occasion. And if that is a true article, man, it really shames our state. I'm going to leave that there. We all have to be careful, but celebrate Christmas as you normally would. Be as safe as you can. Certainly take the precautions and be grateful for your health. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, the mental health side is something that's so neglected in all these restrictions. You're taking away support systems from people, especially the people in the nursing homes. You know, I understand the risk, but their isolation, it's tearing people apart. It's something that needs to be considered. It really does.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, nobody has the answer. That's
Yeah.
the biggest problem. Nobody has the answer right now.
I'm going to jump in and you guys, first of all, thank you for all the well wishes for my father. Obviously, you guys know that he had a mini stroke on Tuesday. He's back at home. He's doing fine. Unfortunately, he had a big stroke a few years back, so the tendency of having big strokes happens. So thank you, Nicole, Joe, Vince, and everybody from the Stables Media, and also all my friends and family across the nation here. These three guys are my life. But you know what? And Joe, and Nicole, and having kids, you know that it's the mental aspect right now that they're going through, on, off, shut, no, yes, no, is that enough? A dad has to say that, or a mom? Now you have the government, and the schools, they're saying one way or another. It's very difficult for them. And that's what we have to take into consideration, that we have to be a little bit more worried about these guys' well-being, their mental well-being, and their sanity. Because you know what? Christmas is big. Thanksgiving, okay, I understand, but Christmas is big for them. It's just like the Easter Bunny, and you know what? We can't take that away. On that note, my mom, when she was alive, used to always say this to me. She said, "Son, no matter what you do in life, you could always change it. You could always make it better. Christmas will never be taken away," she said. And now we're in. If my mom was here today, this would be 10 years next Tuesday that she had passed. She would be in awe that she's saying that, you know what, they're shut down. You can't go to church. You can't do this. You can't do that. So praying that it doesn't happen. And if it does, let's just stick together as a unity, as a community, as a world, as a nation to get through this. Because we're around that corner. We just have to stick together on this. David Andrews, yesterday, happy birthday to his mother. You guys see that? She turned 89. David, we love you. Thank you for tuning in. Basu, Michael Ashford's coming on here. I'm going to do a couple shout outs, guys, and we'll go around the board here. Michael says, "Hi, what's up, guys?" Basu let us know already about what's going on in San Francisco. Lisa Diaz, here she is. She goes, "Hey, fam." I love Lisa. Thank you, guys.
Lisa.
Yeah, you know what? We truly appreciate Basu saying this. He's got mitigating risk. How Wall Street view. Yeah, well, we can laugh about that. It is. I will tell you a story too, and then I want to say hi to Kelly, all the guys that are coming on. We appreciate it. So today on CNBC, which you guys know what that is, I take it. It's a news channel for investors. It's an investment channel. Like I guess they have it out there. I would imagine it's international. So there was a commentator that actually got in, and he's been on the channel for 20 plus years. He actually got into an argument with one of his coworkers, which is another commentator, anchorman, whatever they woman, about the fact what we're talking about right now. And his big thing is if you can sit there and have Walmart open or a Costco open and have 300 people go in there at one time because they have such a big warehouse, but you can't have 50 people go into a church and have a church ceremony. What's the difference?
I completely agree with you.
There's a huge difference, though. A huge difference.
All right. No,
I don't think so.
I want to have this debate because I have kind of both sides. So, Nicole, let's go to you. What do you think?
Oh, you know what, you guys? I spent the last month getting told I'm stupid.
What?
I'm a sheep. I'm fearful. I'm whatever. So I'm not debating.
Well, actually,
anymore.
You know what? I'm not asking to debate, but if somebody called you stupid, I don't know why would anybody call you stupid because I think you're probably one of the smartest women we know, for being cautious. Hey, everybody has an opinion, and you know what? You have a business that you have to worry about too. And let me ask you this: in the business sense of it, though, do you think it's right though that they cut you off from the business side of it, where then they have other businesses that have bigger denomination, more money backing them, more lobbyists backing them, that they're able to open up? For example, you've got Amazon, you've got Walmart, you've got Costco, you've got Target. These are big, big names, but they're open.
But they're not singing, hugging, dancing, loving, doing all of those things. That's why the other things are closed, because
Okay,
people are incapable of following those simple guidelines to not spread COVID or whatever.
that makes sense. I agree
And
with
that's why
that.
they canceled sports 100%. I don't know how many times I spend my time saying, don't, because we're mitigating risk.
Okay, so the city of Santa Clara basically took San Francisco away for the Giants. I'm not the Giants, the 49ers, where they forbid them to play there because of the contact sport. So the 49ers actually went, I believe it's to Arizona to play their game. Where do we draw this line? Where do we sit there and say, hey, do we just do it across the board for everybody and say enough is enough and let's just get over this pandemic? Or do we sit there and just kind of say, well, let's do it for here, and maybe this state's there, and maybe this country's there? That's the problem. Vinny, what do you think?
Well, again, I want to respect Nicole if she doesn't really want to debate it, and I totally agree because there are no answers. I can't stress it enough. Nobody has the answer right now. Everybody has to do what's best for themselves and their families, whatever that choice might be. And we have to respect that, and we have to take every precaution because there's a lot of truth in what Nicole says too. We didn't learn the first time around. Hopefully this time people can take things a little more seriously. But yeah, I'm with you, Paisano. Walmart's the worst. I mean, you walk into Walmart, there's no 6-inch rule, never mind a 6-foot rule.
I
It's
agree.
a breeding ground.
No, and you guys, I look at the gym and I can go to the gym every morning. I go at 5, so I'm there nice and early. The gym is full. It's busy. There's no rules. There's no regulations. No masks have to be worn. So I laugh and say, look, if push comes to shove, I'll bring turkey here with my mom. Like, it's at that point. You have so many things that are open. And Nicole, I feel for you because your gym, you did everything right in your gym. And I know you had to tell the girls no hugging, no everything because they love each other, right? I understand that. But I look at all of these businesses that are still open and you see people hugging in Costco because they haven't seen each other. They can't have that person to their house. You see this still all happening and it is frustrating because I am trying to follow the rules. But the whole idea that the government can tell me who is allowed in my house irritates the hell out of me. I'm not
the government didn't to begin with. The government said, here's some restrictions. And people went, and you know what, I found the best analogy for this whole situation, right? There's research, there's whatever. You're given a speed limit. You can go 110 on the highway or the freeway, whatever you guys are, whatever you are.
Which I have.
Yeah. So most people will go 110 because you know what? That's what it says they should do. So we'll do 110. Some people will do under 110 because they're a little bit more nervous on the road or whatever their situation is. And then you have the group who go 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, whatever. That is okay. People don't like being told what to do. Some people do. Everybody's going to do what they need to do, and they need to do it. And it doesn't have to be advertised. Do whatever you guys want. Like, honestly, I said this the other day. Everybody do whatever you want because you're going to do whatever you want anyway. Be kind, be respectful, have consideration that I have a business that may or may not open. I have 3 unemployed children now. I have 6 out of my 12 immediate family members who are autoimmune. If they catch COVID, they will die.
No, you know what? I'm going to jump in on this too. I went to the hospital the other night with my father, and the sad part about it is people don't really realize how maybe because of the news media, maybe because of what the president did, maybe because of we thought we went around that corner. I don't know, but watching people in that hospital, and we have a local hospital here, Vinny, you know that probably got about 500, I would say maybe 1,000 beds or so, and it's pretty good size for the neighborhood.
Well, it's a big
But
hospital, yeah.
right, and they were at basically 120% capacity. They had to put my dad right away who had a stroke. They had to put him in a little room that wasn't a bedroom, that wasn't anything. So he wasn't even top priority compared to what the other patients were that were COVID. And I was like freaking out because I didn't want, they let me in because he obviously didn't speak English very well. So I got out of there, and then they tried to move him to another hospital, which was 10 times the size. No luck because they had no room. So being what Nicole just said is that I think a lot of people thought this was just kind of like, all right, we went through it. We went through this, that first phase. Summer came around. We're all having fun. We're all going out having a good time. Now all of a sudden we got hit with that back where, hey, it's getting cold and we're really, really, really having an issue. Yes, there's vaccines out there, but don't let that fool you. Those vaccines are not going to be at your doorstep next week. Those vaccines aren't going to be, even if they do come out next week. You're not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. Nicole, you're not going to get it. And unfortunately, it's going to be the people that need it the most. Not unfortunately. Fortunately, it will need it, but it's not going to be enough to sit there and get us through this hump the next month or two.
No.
That's what hurts me because I see the people that are suffering. Nicole, Joe, Vinny, I mean, all of us. My kids, when you don't have something that they can go and do, and they say, Daddy, why can't we go see the movies? Or Daddy, why can't we go to the park? Or, Daddy, why do I have to wear the mask all the time? It's how do you explain that to a 7, 8, 9-year-old? It's hard enough to explain it to us, and we're in our 40s. And Vinny, we'll say 50 for
Yeah,
you.
60s, yeah.
No, it totally is. And then you look at everything we've taken away to make sure we're not spreading it. Like I haven't seen my grandmother since this all started in February. So we're talking it's going to be a year. It's coming up on a year. And I haven't seen her. She's 88. And that's a precaution our family's done. And I am very careful because my mom does see her. So, we have to take precautions, especially to protect, the ones we love and our older generation and the vulnerable. So it's such all of it is just, it's not fair. None of it's fair. What the kids are missing out on, everything, right?
So let me bring a little light to this now. So we obviously see the light at the end of the tunnel. Christmas is coming around. We're all getting ready. We're gonna get our fancy shirts on, drink some wine, have some scotch, do the whole deal. Vinny, we're gonna play his guitar. But here's my question: do we see the world coming closer after this second go around, or do we continue to see that we have this division as I'm not saying community, I'm going to say world in general. Are we getting closer, or are we getting pulled far apart? Nicole, go first.
Me?
Yeah, I'm the captain. I steer the ship. I'm the captain. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm passing.
Okay, we'll pass. Vin,
Pass.
man, everybody's passing on this.
Okay,
Joe,
I'll say something. I think it's pulling people apart. I 100% do. I think it's ruining relationships. I think everyone has their own views, and some views are harder to swallow for some people than others. And there isn't that understanding in a lot of these cases where, yeah, we do need to understand, but I think it's really hard on people. The world's never seen this. Like, no one would have thought like sports would have been shut down. Like all these industries that are bringing billions of dollars into the economy have been shut. We're told like we can't go to work. We're told this, we're told that. Nicole's business is told it had to be closed. Like this is not normal. And for any of us to try to understand it and then be rational in conversations, especially when some people are super opinionated one way or the other, it's ruining things.
I agree. I'm going to give a couple shout outs here, guys. Stephanie Harris, watching Lisa again, Diaz, and we have a friend of ours, Ricky Lee. She said, "My son gave it to me because he does not believe in mask wearing. So even if you're at home, you're in danger. So the pain, it's a pain, and it isn't fair. You get it anywhere. So why close everything down? I don't have the answer to that, and it could be a debate that would go on for 45 more minutes on it. All I know is this: is that common sense prevails. Wear a mask. I got a mask here. If somebody comes close to me, you know what? If Vinny and I were here together, obviously we know each other. We know, if I'm sick, I'm not going to get close by to him. Same thing with him. When I went to the hospital, hey man, and that was my dad. I didn't even say hi to your daughter, by the way. Say hi, daughter. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Caitlin.
I forgot your name, Caitlin. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm very bad with names.
Me too. I don't even know my mom's name.
It's I'll help you, Mom. MOM.
Yeah. Okay. She said,
So,
okay.
going to the hospital was a scary thing for me because I didn't want to take the chance of getting sick. And I know my dad was in there, and I'm thinking I pulled the doctor and said, "Listen, I'm gonna go outside. If something happens, and because everywhere you went, it was like the Twilight Zone. I really was. People walking around, doctors and nurses dressed up in hazmat suits, and I'm thinking to myself, like, gotta be kidding. This is, and I guess when you really see it, and not that I didn't believe it, I did believe it, I still believe it. It's just like, wow, when are we going to get through this? And I'm hoping that it gets quicker than later. Um, that being said, let's just talk about some fun stuff now. Christmas, joys of Christmas. I always love Christmas. I'm putting a little tree up, maybe about 3 feet tall, Benny.
3 feet tall?
Yeah, why not?
As long as there's a present for your paisano under it, man, I don't care if it's 3 inches tall.
Oh, I got a present for you, buddy. Hey, I went to the 99-cent store and got a present for you, man.
Cool. Did you get me a gift certificate for sunglasses?
Benny, I couldn't believe it. God, you're going to laugh. They actually sell 99-cent gift cards. You only have to
Sure.
pay 99 cents. You get $1 on it. That's it. 99 cents. Buy one item.
That's it.
Wow.
Vinny, that's
Love
what you're
it.
getting. But hey, Vinny, don't get mad if you don't get anything more, but okay?
No, I understand. Times are tough, right? Happy squalla days.
Hey, you know what? It is tough. Thank you, David Andrews. David, again, happy birthday to your mom. Had the kids call her yesterday. She's a lovely lady, 89 years old. So hope she's doing good. And David, thank you for following us. It's always a pleasure to have everybody watching and following on the Stables Media. By the way, we've got some exciting things coming up for the new year, guys. We're going to be doing a meet and greet for the people listening out there right now on Monday, for people that are interested in doing shows, and kind of an outlet to speak your mind and to not be stuck at home and feel like they're pressured and being in the pressure cooker. So right now, anything that we can do as a team, as a network to help people out, that's what we want. Nicole and Joe, you guys got a great show on Thursday. Vinny, with your shows with Glenn. I know you call him Greno, but I call him Glenn. It's unbelievable, with the Sunday spin the record. I love it. So anybody that's interested, Monday we're going to be doing a live Zoom meeting, having people come in, meet the team, and help somebody out. And they got some great ideas out there. Why not? Everybody's losing their jobs, and we can give them an opportunity to sit there and do something. That's what we'll do. Vinny,
Amen.
tell us what we got. Tell us what we got going on with the shows that you're doing, bud.
Well, there's not much to tell. We're getting into that holiday time of year, that end of season wrap up type stuff. It's been fun, but nothing's more fun than Freedom to Rock, in my opinion. And
Cheers
I'm
to
just
that.
real happy for I'm just real happy for the last 6 months. I think
Well, we've got. Hey,
I know I've had a great time.
I couldn't be more blessed. Obviously, we've done shows with Joe, Nicole, Vinny. Um, I'm super excited. A lot of people asking, about Mark. Mark's still with with the network. He's just doing things right now. He's got some personal stuff that he's got to take care of, and he's kind of going on that route, which is great. You know what? Hey, XM Radio, he's doing that, so we're proud of him on that end. Scott, thank you for Scott's one of the 6'4" boys. Ricky, also guys, we got a lot of people that follow us, and you know what? I've always said that if we can put one smile on one person's face, even on a Friday night, that can be sitting at home right now where they're usually out and about, going out and having fun at a bar or on a date or whatever it may be, then you know what? We did our job. And I'm happy about it. So, Joe,
Yes.
tell us
Sorry,
what's going on.
I was
No.
checking basketball scores. Sorry, I was being
That's
rude.
okay. Hey, how's my San Diego State doing? My San Diego State team's got to be doing pretty good.
Right. I don't think they played today.
No, but you know what? I'm going to tell you, because a lot of people know that I follow San Diego State pretty well.
Yeah.
San Diego State is probably one of the most underrated teams around right now. They obviously beat UCLA, which is ranked 22. They're still not even in the top 25. Well, last year, I think we talked about this. Last year, they were number 5 in the nation, and all of a sudden, this year, no ranking.
Yeah, and we did talk about this, and it's very common. I know I kind of bounced it off Joe as well, but it's San Diego State, despite all the successes they've had, they haven't done it long term yet, and it's going to take time for the NCAA and the UPI and the top 25 to really recognize that. They're always going to go with the big names at the beginning of the season, as we're in right now. But it's not going to take long for San Diego State to move up those ranks, and every year that they do it is going to help their cause. And again, I'm going to ask Joe about this as well, because if I recall, she kind of agreed with me on the subject last week.
All the girls agree with you.
I did.
Vinny, you're
I totally
Vinny
Hey,
G.
yeah. Can you blame them?
Nope.
Hey, so Scott sits there and says, "Love you guys, love what you guys do." You know what? That's what we talked about earlier. If we can sit there and have someone that enjoys it and then passes it on to someone else, that's the key. Right now, we've got numerous viewers on there, guys. So I'm truly blessed. Nicole, I know you stepped away before, but I wanted to say this to you also, that I couldn't be more proud of having this great show. Mark has moved on. He's doing XM right now, but he's doing some personal stuff. You know what? He's still part of the network, and if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't all be put together. So I'm truly blessed. He's a great friend. Lisa says, she makes me laugh. We have the show on Tuesday, but Lisa said she has a date tonight with Tito.
Oh, Tito's
What
making
they
an
don't
appearance.
do, Lady D.
Hey, but I could go somewhere else with Tito, because Tito, you know what? Tito is a picture that everybody went around on that day, and Tito, I don't know. I'm not going there. I'm gonna make it nice tonight. I'm gonna be the control. Vinny's not here that I can bounce off tonight. Vinny, I miss you,
Yeah,
buddy.
you
I feel
can't
lost.
push me or take
I
a swing
feel
at me or
lost.
push
You're
me
the
out
one
of the
with the
picture.
table, hey?
Look, you can see both sides of my face tonight.
No,
Yeah.
you know what? You know what the greatest part about this is? Actually, it's not the greatest. I'm just joking. Look, I'm right in the middle of the screen. I don't have to be like this. I don't have to like Vinny come on in and the whole day. I'm right in the middle.
There you go.
Yeah. In living
I love
color
it.
even.
Yeah, hey, you got great. Hey, your shade. You got the spotlight on you. I love that, Vinny.
Oh yeah, I'm in the palatial studios of Anonymous Pacific Records, right?
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of the day that I got my mugshot. They had that big light on you and sit there and smile, baby.
Yeah.
No glasses allowed.
Yeah.
No glasses
Get
allowed.
used to the spotlights, Tony, because it's
Hey,
not going to be long.
Nicole,
Yes,
are you there? In
I'm
in
here.
um in a couple weeks, the mugshot Christmas card's coming out. Actually, in about a week and a half. Gonna have a little smile. Maybe I'm see if I get the pink hair in there. But I'm trying to do a little, what do they call that? Photoshop. So I look a
Okay.
little bit better. Yeah, I'm trying to do a little Photoshop, the whole deal. I have the beard. I was gonna color it lime green. Obviously, I don't. My thing gray is not my style. That's just getting older. And drinking coffee causes gray, by the way. But I can't go anywhere to get lime green because they're all shut down, and the stores don't sell it. So I don't want to sit there and be like Doctor, make things together and have like a bomb happen. So I know it can happen. So I told my kids, you know what? It doesn't happen. Daddy's shaving.
I think though you can find it in like you can find green temporary in like the probably costume stores or something like that.
See, I went to Walmart, but see, I went to Walmart, okay, because obviously Walmart's close by here. They didn't have anything green. But then I'm starting to think, I said, wait a minute, how do you make green? Is it yellow? And Vinny, help me out here. I lost this one at
Yellow and
school.
blue, Paisano. Yellow and
Yellow
blue.
and blue. That's it. Yellow and blue. I knew that. Vinny. I
Yeah,
just felt like
kindergarten
we were
art
still there.
class, man. Where were you?
I was gonna say
Missed
that
it.
sounds a little bit mad scientist to put on
Hey,
your beard
hey,
and
Vinny,
stuff.
Vinny, you
Have
asked me what.
have you thought of ordering on Amazon? Why don't you
Oh,
just order
I
it on
don't do, I
Amazon?
don't do Amazon. I don't do Amazon. No,
But
I
Nicole's
don't.
right, Paisano. You just need to go to Party City. They'll have it there. Shout out to Party
Yeah,
City, wherever they
yeah, but
are.
one of our sponsors by Party City, by the way. I don't think Party City open.
What about
Oh
the
yeah,
99
man.
cent
Carmel
store? They
Mountain's
must
got
have
one.
it.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute, Joe. All right, here's Joe's question. What about the 99 cent store, Vinny?
Oh no, man. You know, you go with green on your beard, you might not have a face the next day. Even I have, standards.
Okay. All right, guys. All right, guys. I gotta say this. Okay, so here I am. I'm thinking, all right, you know what? 99 cent store. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna buy some detergent and stuff to clean the bathroom with, right? So help me God. I bought 2 bottles of whatever they call bathroom cleaner, whatever it is, right? I had to
Fabuloso.
I had to use 3/4 of the bottle just to clean the toilet. I'm thinking, now I know why it's 99 cents because you got to use the whole thing. If I would have just bought the regular stuff, it was like $4.97. You use a couple sprays and it's done. I kept on spraying. I'm like, this stuff is not good. I'm like, now I know why it's 99 cents. Vinny, just had to
You got
tell
to mix
everybody
some
that one.
bleach in it.
Oh yeah, there you go. Mix bleach. Hey, mix bleach and what else? Peroxide and make a bomb. Do whatever you want.
There you go.
Gas.
And then put that on your face,
I don't,
Paisano.
I don't
Yeah.
think you can say the B word on here.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Hey, by the way, I
Yeah,
didn't
you better
say
be
that.
careful.
So everybody that heard that, that was not. I meant to say that somebody just passed gas. That's what I meant.
You were saying Bombardier is
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
were saying.
Yeah,
or,
in Bombay.
Nicole, you can say what my dad calls me, a bum bastard. That's
That's
his love
what
for
you're
me.
talking about.
Hey, Nicole. So my daughter, oh man, I'm gonna start crying now. So my daughter goes the other day. She goes, "Daddy, why is Nono so grouchy all the time?" I said, "Well, he's Italian. What do you want?" He's like,
He's
yeah,
grouchy?
but oh my God, Vinny, you know that. Come on. So and you know what? He loves the kids, but he believes that we're still in like 1945, where if the light is on, you're like, "What are you doing?" You know, it's like, "Oh, I washed dishes the other night, right?" And I don't do them because he gets. I always hear a lecture. So I'm like, "You do them. I
Yeah,
don't
you
care." I
can't
like
do them good enough.
right. So I did it when the kids were there, and I literally had 15 minutes after I was done what I did wrong, how the water was on the tile or the granite, and it's going to ruin the granite. And then I said, well, maybe if you weren't so cheap, you would have had it sealed, and we wouldn't have to worry about it, right? So I always I give it back to him, even though I know he had it sealed. But and my daughter goes, Daddy, does he always? Yeah, you wait to see. Well, and he loves the kids, but he just and I think I told you guys this about him, where he made a comment about them being on the computers, and he didn't realize that they were actually doing schoolwork, right? And he started getting pissed off. How can you let them go first in the morning out of school? Not school, first in the morning on a computer. Blah, blah, blah. And I looked at him. I go. At first, I always talk to him this way. I said, "Are you crazy? Because right now, that's how what they're doing in school." And he goes, "What are you talking about?" I said, "That's how they do it, Dad. The phone and the computer is how we communicate in this world now." And he's like, "Oh, that's why there's a world of coming to end." He just telling you, Nicole. So help me God, and I'm gonna. We got a whole bunch of people making comments here, but I've got about 100 hours of private video that I took in the last year
Oh, it's
of him
gold.
being at home with me and me helping him, and his antics, his terminology on things, his belief of not wearing deodorant, his belief of cooking Oh, it's a gold mine. And my biggest goal, and I haven't had him because he thinks that what we do is like you get a crazy or fake, blah blah blah. And I'm like, and I said to him, I said, my goal for him, and I told Vinny, is to get him in one on one to have a conversation to find out from where he started to where he is today, and that would be like the conclusion of the story that I have all the tapes of. But he won't sit down with me. Maybe he might sit down with the girls, Vinny. What do you think?
Oh gosh, he would sit down with either one of the girls. Are you kidding me? You know him, right? 2 marriage proposals.
I used to call him Don Juan. You thought Mark was bad? Hey, but no, but you know what?
Just think, if one of you lucky ladies married Sarducci, you'd have Tony Russo for a step-son-in-law.
Oh, okay, Vinny.
What a bonus!
Hey, and a great stepmom, I guess. Vinny, that's a little far left there, Vinny. Come on now.
I don't know, man. Sarducci's got away with women, man. It must run in your family.
Well, I'll tell you this. When we had the bar, I used to call him Don Juan. He'd walk in, right? And then for some reason, he always, kind of, I guess because he thinks buying girls drinks and then, them going goo gaga over him, whatever it is, that I'm like, Dad, you're just buying him drinks. Oh, yeah, but look, I got the number. I used to say, try calling it, see if it works.
Yeah, it's going to be the time. When you hear the tone, the time will be 11:45 exactly. Sucker.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, Vinny. So you girls, all right, we got just lost you guys reception cuts in and out up here in the valley. He says, love you, thank you. We truly appreciate it. Doing some shout out guys, by the way, Freedom to Rock Friday, every Friday, 5 p.m. to 6:30 with myself, Big Daddy, hosting it. The stars of the show, Vinny G, the lovely Nicole Pierce, and the lovely Joe Madden from YYC. David's always
and
on
Scotty
calling.
Is one hell of a guitar player too, Tony. Let me tell you.
I know. I've seen. Come on, Vinny. I know that.
He shreds. Yeah, very good.
All right. Well, we got some other guys here on. We've got Michael. Dogs are the best. I don't know what that means, but that's okay.
When Lily was on.
Were we talking about dogs?
Lily was on. Lily was here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she climbed on my lap quick.
Oh, I didn't see that. I was looking. Hey, I was paying attention to Vinny's eyes. His beautiful eyes that he has. Are they blue right now, Vinny?
Oh man, they're red. They're bloodshot red. Oh, that's awful. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it ain't like. I wish it was like that, but that's not it, man.
Nicole, are you waving to me?
No, I'm talking to the dog.
Lily.
Oh, now I thought you were talking to me. I mean.
Mine's crabby.
Say hi.
Wait. Pause together. Wait. You paw, Nicole, and you paw, Joe, and then we'll have.
Lily's starting to bark. Listen.
She's starting to fart.
She's growling.
Hi, Lily.
Oh, she's growling.
She knows my voice. Lily, baby girl.
Is she growling because she knows Nicole?
If I howl, she'll howl at us. Lily.
She sings. Nicole me.
You got to be kidding me. Hey, Vinny. Vinny, do me a favor. Don't ever howl for me, Vinny. Okay?
Oh no, man! Yeah, you got to buy the record.
Which is the funniest thing. She sees herself. She's not impressed with her own reflection.
Oh my God, dude! Only on Freedom to Rock is this happening. It's like two dogs are actually talking to each other, and they're not even in the same room.
The miracle of Facebook.
Okay, wait a minute, Nicole. Nicole, hold on a second. Is that a sweater on that dog?
She has a sweater on. She was outside putting Christmas lights on.
Are you kidding me? You have a sweater on that dog right now?
Lily has two.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see. Oh my God!
It's a turtleneck.
It's Nicole.
That's awesome.
Lily.
Lily has two sweaters and a raincoat. So okay.
Oh, Stephanie said, "Hey, Stephanie goes. Stephanie, by the way, Stephanie's thinking about coming on the show. She's coming on the network. Stephanie is one of our favorite. And I'm gonna say it because she knows. You don't care. I love her. So we're gonna do. She wants me to do a show with her on that. I said, hey, why not? I don't care. I'm free for that. So Stephanie, we love you. And by the way, the dogs are talking to me, telling me how great my hat is. By the way,
I'm
I
sure
can't,
that's exactly what Lily was saying.
I can't even believe the dogs were talking to each other. That's like unbelievable.
They're very
Katie,
talkative.
They
Katie,
haven't been allowed to see each other for weeks now, so
And they're
You
very
The best of
talkative.
friends.
They're both
Yeah.
Chihuahuas. So they're
and they
very
miss each other very much. So
well, see, that's like you got best of friends, and then you got dogs are best friends. Penny, I'm not getting a cat, nor am I getting a dog. Even though you're my best buddy, I ain't getting either.
Got a shoe.
okay, you got to get a stuffy. So you guys have matching stuffies then.
No,
gave-
there's no
I
room.
gave I gave Minnie a
I got
stuffed
5
animal.
guitars in here.
Wait a minute, I gave him a stuffed animal. I don't know what he did with it.
Oh man, yeah, I gave it to the dog.
He probably did. Hey, you know that thing cost me some money, man. 2 ladies and
No,
a
it
burrito.
didn't, man.
Oh,
You
look at
stole
this.
it from your kid's Easter basket, man. I'm no fool. It said Happy Easter on it. Surprised it didn't say Happy Easter Rocco.
here's what-
Re-gifting your kids Easter gifts, hey?
No, here's what I do though. Like after Christmas, there's all these things are on sale, right? So I just go and buy a whole bunch of things for the kids. They every time they see something, they want something. So I just hide it in the closet every once in a while. Hey, look, Daddy's got you something. Even though wife's paying $9.99 when I can sit there and do it for $1.99 after Christmas. But I still buy
You're
him
a
stuff.
wise man.
I always buy him stuff.
The best time to buy Christmas decorations is after Christmas because everything's on sale.
Absolutely, absolutely. Every year, and you know what the sad part, Nicole, that you mentioned this, is that every year I say to myself, I'm gonna go out and get a boatload of lights because they're like 99 cents, $2.99. Every year I don't, and then every year I have my daughter go, Daddy, and I go out and spend like the full amount. I'm like, I can't believe I did this.
Yeah.
For a string of lights that go up to cold up to 19. When after Christmas, if you can find it, costs you $4.99.
Yep.
Or if you
Yeah,
go to,
or you can go to Candy Cane Lane and just look at that stuff for free, right, Paisano?
by the way, speaking of Candy Cane Lane, and Vinny mentioned that it is a street, actually multiple blocks in the neighborhood. They call it Candy Cane Lane. I will be doing a live feed from my phone on Facebook Live, and while we're driving through there, because we won't be walking. But it is all the homes in the neighborhood deck their houses out, which is beyond unbelievable. Normally, you're
Yeah,
able to walk.
alert neighborhood watch though. Russo's going to be in your hood.
I'm not going to steal any lights, Vinny. Come on, man.
He didn't even say that, Tony. Why'd you just jump straight to that? Wow.
Joe, you don't know
He's
what I
gonna-
used to do when I was younger. I was like the biggest troublemaker around. I'm telling you, I
I
was.
think you should go out there and sing some Christmas carols, man. I think that would be a
Actually, I
huge hit for the network.
to sing on our show tonight.
I was going to no singing yet. I still have my voice is a little cracky. I need some lozenges. I gotta go to 99 cent store to buy some cough drops, whatever the hell they are.
Yeah, he's got to do his vocal exercises.
And by the way, so ladies, I did not. I shouldn't say I've never. Yeah, I took a few string of lights when I was younger. Yeah, why not? I egged some houses when I was younger. I've done that. I mean, who hasn't? I told my
I
kids about.
haven't.
Oh
Well,
no.
Nicole, you never did that, Nicole? Oh,
Never.
you should try it. I mean, instead of getting mad at somebody, just grab a couple eggs of somebody that you don't like, egg your house, and you're done. Just don't get
No
caught.
one do that to me, please.
Just don't get caught.
I was gonna say, Joe, guess what Caitlin went and bought today
What?
for my front yard?
Oh gosh.
Oh, I don't know. What'd she do?
A 7-foot blow up Santa.
I love it.
Especially for one of those people.
Nicole, I'm gonna trump you on that.
He's growling at me.
Okay, so I'm gonna trump you on that one. Okay.
Okay.
So my neighbor yesterday we had high winds like we talked about. My neighbor across the street, and if it's up tonight, I'll take a picture and I'll post it. I've been kind of holding off one of those funny things I wanted to do. His wife is, we're talking about Amazon. His wife loves Amazon. Amazon truck comes 3-4 times a day. Prime every day, every 3-4 times. She ordered a 21 foot Santa Claus, and he put it up. And I'm 6'2". I stood there and I'm like, holy! And with the wind, it was going like, and then finally he took it down. So he's waiting until the wind died down. But he decked the whole house out. I'll take a picture so you can see how tall it is. And Vinny, you gotta come by so you can confirm it. But it's 21 feet tall, and it's probably, I don't know, maybe 6 feet wide. Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's
yeah, it is.
crazy.
And then, and then I told him, I said, "So was this an Amazon?" And he looked. We always laugh. He goes, "Yeah, one of my wife's Amazon thing." Because I've seen they're like gotta be 400 or 500 bucks easy for those things. I
Wow.
don't care if you're. I mean, is it
That's
Amazon? The more you spend, the more you get off or something.
It's just addictive, especially when you can't sleep at night. And then you wake up in the morning and go, oh my God, what did I buy?
Well, wait. You just got, we went, if you can't sleep at night and you're going to Amazon, I can give you a few other things that you can do at night to help out.
I don't know. I
You
feel
can-
Amazon's probably
you-
safest.
You can you can come on the Tuesday show, and which you did, by the way. Thank you very much for taking over when that happened. But our friend Taylor, she's got lots of gifts that aren't open.
Yeah. It's okay. I'll pass.
We're getting what? Would you change an outfit for the dog or something?
well, so my door knocked and I wasn't sure what it was, but my child ordered skip the dishes.
Your door knocked. Okay, so Vinny, you know, in the 6'4", we used to do what we call DoorDash, and no, it's not
Well,
delivering
no,
your food.
you did that. Maybe I was
It's
a little
not-
too mature for that kind of
It's,
stuff.
oh yeah, you're the
I
mature.
didn't-
Hey, Vinny, hey,
No, I
hey,
didn't TP
Vinny,
houses.
Vinny
I
was
didn't
the guy.
egg people.
By the way,
I didn't tell my gorgeous
Me
co-host,
neither,
"Hey,
Vinny.
go out and
Me
egg
neither.
people. It's fun."
why not? You just, hey, I'm on it. I don't hold anything back.
That's why
I'll
you have
tell
a
you this.
mugshot.
Toilet papering
Vinny,
is
let's
actually
go.
really funny.
What's that?
Toilet papering
Now
is
it would be,
actually
yeah,
really
you'd
funny.
be sitting on a gold mine.
Okay, I missed out because my hearing is bad. So Nicole, one more time.
I said toilet papering is actually really funny. Like people who take the
Absolute-
time to toilet paper stuff is funny.
I used to do that all the time, but see, the problem is now toilet paper is
Can't
in
afford
such
to.
high demand that I'm not going to waste my toilet paper in somebody's house. I mean, your eggs are a little bit cheaper than toilet paper now.
Is
It used to be the
that
other way around.
Is that an American problem as well? Like I know here in Canada we're crazy. Apparently everybody has to go buy
Oh, you can't
paper.
find
Is that an American thing too?
you can't find what
Yeah,
toilet
that's
papering?
ramen.
Well,
Toilet papering?
why?
Oh yeah, I used to do it all the time. My dad
No,
used to,
like to buy like
oh, I don't know. I don't know why. Because you know what? And I even asked the doctor. I said, doctor, he goes, that has nothing to do with COVID. But I guess people think in their mind that if they can't get toilet paper and rice, toilet paper and rice is very hard to get. And now in pasta, but pasta, obviously the Italians started making more pasta, so they sent us more. But yeah, toilet paper is very hard to get. The price of poultry went through the roof. The price of meat went through the roof. Gas is still probably the same. Vince, what do you think?
It's gone up, but not very much. I mean, comparatively. So
Yeah,
it's finding things. Never mind price. I mean, try to find top ramen when there's a pandemic. Toilet paper.
Yeah.
You're right on it, Paisano.
Yeah.
The things that you think aren't really essential become red flag buyers' paradise. And toilet paper, yeah, it'll get to a point where we're out of paper towels, wipes,
Oh,
diapers, you name
you
it.
cannot get right now if you go to Walmart, you can't get the Lysol spray. And if you do,
Yeah.
it's usually you have to go there like right before they close when they're stocking. You might find it, but other than that, toilet paper they still have it. But, excuse me, honestly, and I've never been cheap on toilet paper, but some of the toilet paper now, I think they know that people are getting. You're paying for 6 rolls $12.99. Come on, I mean it's almost like they're doing it on purpose. So,
Of course,
but yeah,
supply and demand.
yeah, with wipes and all that, very hard to get. I supply. I told you I love. I think the best thing that they ever invented was baby wipes. So I just get my kids and something happens, throw them in the shower, and there you go. Now let's go back to door dashing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We survived a long time without any toilet paper in the world. Way back in the day, we were all fine.
And if you don't have to have
Oh,
toilet
look at
paper,
Lily.
or would you dress her up too? Oh, you gotta be
My
kidding
daughter
me.
did.
What you
Oh my
could.
god.
How should be cold?
Yeah, my daughter dressed her up. This
No.
is
Oh
her.
my
Oh,
god.
she's
You gotta be
great.
kidding.
It's
Oh
her
my god.
grandma Christmas sweater.
Oh my god. Oh my
That's
god.
so
Cool.
cute.
Because she's an old man at heart.
Yeah, she's an old man at heart. She's a little girl,
Hey,
but she's an old
I'm a
man
little
at heart.
cold. I'm gonna get my shirt up. Okay, so let me ask. How do I do you have more than numerous outfits for your dogs?
Yes, she has a raincoat and like 3 sweaters.
A raincoat?
Yeah, it has.
Oh, I don't have a
Hold
raincoat.
on a second. I don't have a raincoat. And I know
Well,
Vinny
she gets cold in Canada.
okay, but normally if it's cold, you don't really bring the dog outside. You leave him inside and you kinda
She has to pee.
if he's gotta go poop or pee, you kinda like real quick in and out. Okay?
But we don't want
She
wet
gets
dogs.
cold really fast.
She
Okay.
shakes in like plus 30.
Okay, so let me ask you this now. Let's go to Nicole and Joe on this here, guys. By the way, Freeland Rock Friday, we're talking about dogs' outfits. And Petco, you're welcome. You know what? We're giving them some business, Vinny. So,
Absolutely, man.
Get your
Tony
pet
Russo for the
Twitter for Christmas.
ASPCA.
Petco or PetSmart here in Canada.
yeah.
They're the sponsor.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So, more than one outfit. Do they have like a summer outfit, fall outfit, winter outfit? Oh,
Well,
I
if
see.
my daughter had it her way, she would have an outfit for every day of the week. Oh, and a bikini, she said. So,
Oh.
8 nipple patches. She has 8 nipples.
yeah, I'm not even going to repeat that. I
So,
don't know if you heard it.
I have a question. I heard it. I have a question, though. I heard it. I have a question. So, if you have the outfit, now, is it a male or female?
It's girl.
A girl, female.
Okay. So, if she's wearing her outfit and she has an accident, do you have another outfit that you sit there and change into? Or do you give them underwear?
No, they don't have pants.
Yeah.
Just like it's
Stop
top.
it.
So they can still.
An accident. I mean, yeah. There's no pants on it.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, I'm just asking questions here, man.
Free to be.
You know, Vinny, if you were here right now, you would have given me an elbow and said, "Hey, they don't have pants on." I would have.
Well, you know what? It could be that the dogs aren't the only ones who are not wearing pants at the moment.
I have
Well,
pants on.
Vinny,
Well.
Vinny, please, put your camera up a little higher. We don't want to see anything.
Psych. Yeah. But it could be, right? I could be sitting here in my boxers. You wouldn't know.
Well, no, that would be only Mark Mancini doing that, not you, Vinny. So,
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
just so you know this, girls, Mark actually came on to a meeting that we had with corporate guys, and he wasn't wearing a shirt. And I looked at him and said, "Mark, are you kidding me?" He's like, "What? Nobody can see." I said, "Yeah, we can. We can see." He had the whole chest, the whole thing. So I guess he thought it was
Well,
coming out of the
Yeah,
shower
it's-
type deal. I don't know.
he's following in the long line of tradition. You remember Basu eating the Cheerios?
He didn't know
That
that.
was a good one.
Basu he was on live, right? And he's
Here's to a healthy breakfast, Basu. Yeah.
and I text him. I go, "V, you know you're on live." And he goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "You're on live right now." He goes, "Oh my god, I'm eating." I said, "Yeah."
He's got milk dripping down his chin. Cheerios are flying out of his mouth as he talks about the latest spreads. It was great.
Yeah, you know what? Poor Basu. He's stuck in San Francisco. Now he's probably been tested more times than anybody we know, and he can't even go out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now they're talking about I don't know about the I haven't talked to him about the football season for college football because he does that. But if things do shut down here, they'll probably go back to the same thing like it was pre shutdown where you can't really move around and doesn't really matter. I don't think that's an essential.
Oh, well, he has a fantastic career here at Stables Media, man. I mean, are you kidding?
Oh, he's doing great.
Yeah, there you go. Right? Yeah.
Hey, can I get
Take the
back
money
to
and run, baby.
can I get back to the subject about door dashing?
Yeah, of course, Tony.
Okay. So when I was younger at heart, we used to sit there and ring the doorbell and then run, right?
Nicky
So I was
Nicky
telling
Nine
my
Doors.
what's it called?
We call it Nicky Nicky Nine Doors.
Some
Nicky
actually.
Nicky
Nicky
Nine
Nine
Doors.
Doors.
Boy.
Never heard of that in my life.
YYC lingo.
Nicky. Say that 10 times, Vinny.
Nicky Nicky Nine Doors, man. Yeah,
Wow.
that's crazy. I know a
Okay.
few Nickies. Yeah.
Okay. So when we used to do the Nicky Nine Doors, I told my kids.
We didn't call it that.
No, we call it door dash. We call it ding dong and leave, whatever it is. But I told my kids
Yeah.
about it, right? You know, my daughter says right away, "This is a quick shit." Daddy, we can't do that now. I said, why? Because all the doorbells have cameras on them.
Right.
Mine does.
So it'd be SOL if you try to do that out here, guys. Hey, David
Oh,
Andrews,
just think of all the places that me and Tony can't get into since they came up with that invention.
my daughter,
Ring and
my
run.
daughter, my daughter goes to me. She's so smart. She goes to me, she goes, Daddy, you know they got cameras on top of the lights now, right? On the red light, green light, and all that. I said, yeah. She goes, well, they can take a picture. I said, well, just smile when you go by. Who cares? Yeah, they can take a picture of everybody that goes through now.
I have a friend who actually got the picture taken as she was going through a red light, and it got sent to her, and the picture of her is going, damn it, and throwing both her arms down in the picture, and they have it framed. It's awesome.
Mine was, hey, Vinny, I'm going to top that one. Mine was, I had my full beard, right? So, and I'm sitting there smiling, right, going through a red light. So I shave my beard afterward, and I send them and say, hey, meet up with somebody else.
Classic.
But see, now
It was Mark Mancini.
they took that all. They took that all away because of the privacy issue. They said that it was against our the privacy of I don't know. So now there's no more red light camp. They call them. So, but there was a lot of people
Right.
that got. Oh, there was people drinking. You caught people drinking. Oh, have you ever got people drinking while they're going through makeup while they're going on? And it's camera red light. Damn you, and they get you. I mean, it's like smiling. There's no shadows or anything. So
Yeah, they come out surprisingly clear. I asked for an 8x10 myself of my friend.
did Nicole?
Wanted an autograph. Yeah.
Did Nicole maybe go get another outfit for the dog?
I think so.
I'm really intrigued about the dogs having outfits.
Wow, man. This is the first annual Freedom to Rock live canine fashion show. It's exciting.
Nicole, did you change again?
No, I didn't change. Although I could put.
I want to see the other outfit for the dog. I mean, do you have something? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, here's the question. I got a question. Do they have what they call evening wear?
No. That's called their birthday suit, Tony.
Depends on your evening, I guess. Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh god! Help me! So, we gotta do this, man. You guys gotta dress up these dogs like they're gonna go on dates, and then have like a date wear, and then have evening wear, like negligee, whatever it is, and then, we could do a comedy skit just for that. That would be unbelievable.
Like Miss America? Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tony
So-
Russo's first annual canine beauty pageant. Yeah, I can see it now, right?
Yeah.
Hey, what's that big show that they have every year for dogs?
It's called the Dog Show, Paisano.
No,
Yeah.
that's something no, they call
Westminster. No, it's called Westminster. Yeah.
Westminster, yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, that one. They have some pretty dogs on that. It's very, very nice. They're really. If I were to ever get a dog, which I've had a few, but if I were to ever get one again, it'd have to be hyperallergenic.
Hyperallergenic or hypo?
I don't know.
You wouldn't want it hyperallergenic.
Hyper. I don't care. I don't know. I'm saying it the Italian way, Vinny. So if you don't like it,
Yeah.
Mr. Vocabulary over there.
hey, yeah.
Look at
You know
me,
what?
right? Poway
Hey.
High Vocabulary Club.
Vinny G, you're lucky you're not by me right now, because you would have got an elbow. See that? That's what we normally do.
Right. And a hypoallergenic one, too.
Hey, Vinny, hey, Shaggy, come on now. we have to get the right one so we don't have allergies. That's the kind of dog I want. No allergy. So I
Yeah,
don't think there's many
short-haired
dogs.
dog, probably. Yeah.
Hypoallergenic.
Oh, is it hypo or hyper?
Hypo.
Oh, see, I told you. See,
There you go.
Italians have a different vocabulary. We have our own set of vocabulary. Like sandwich is sandwich. How are you doing? How you doing? I mean, we can go down the line. I mean, hell, I can do a little tape of my dad saying these things. Like he'll say beach, bitch. That's how he says it.
You son of a bitch, eh?
I
That's
know.
what he said.
Joe, Nicole, this one of my tapes that I have of him. I got 7 words for him to say. One of the words was beach, and it came out bitch. One of the words was deck, came out dick. Dude, it's the funniest thing. It is the funniest thing ever. And he gets pissed off because he finds out the camera's on him because I hide the camera. So then one time, and I'll send you guys. I'll send you a little preview. One time I had he had a lady friend over, and I think Vinny, you saw that one. And
Yeah, I was at Bible camp that week. Yeah, Sarducci and friend, yeah. He is a ladies' man. He really is, man. The women go for him, especially the how do I put this? The full-figured girls seem to really like Sarducci.
No, I think Sarducci likes the full-figured girls.
Could be.
I don't know. It could be that. I'm not going to go there. Anyways,
good choice.
He has a vocabulary that is beyond. Yeah.
Colorful too.
Yeah, very colorful. You know, he doesn't hold back. You don't get. Well, I'm gonna start acting like him. He really doesn't care who's around. I mean, he doesn't.
You put her in
I mean,
the pink tutu.
the cops can come. You can tell the cops to go let him up. You don't care.
What are you doing for dinner? Oh. Sorry.
He told Vinny. He told Vinny to get the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
What did he do?
You know, don't come around here no more.
He rang the doorbell. He goes, "What do you want?" He goes, "Okay, your son home?" No, I'm sitting right. I'm in the other room, right? And he goes, "Your son home?" And he said, "No, what do you want him for?" He goes, "I want to talk to your son in the home."
Was everyone wearing velour tracksuits? I picture your dad in like velour.
Yeah, with the belly chain. Yeah.
No,
Sarducci.
No, actually, Vinny, wouldn't you say that my dad probably looks?
You wanted to make an analogy.
He's like John Gotti. I always said he looked like John Gotti when his younger days.
He looks like Jerry Vale. Seriously, man, he looks like the old Italian crooner Jerry Vale. He should be singing some Christmas songs for us, right?
Oh, he can sing, he can dance. But
yeah, man, talent runs oodles in the Russo family. You all know that. Yeah.
Nicole, he had a stroke, right?
Yeah.
I'm bad. This is bad. I'm a bad son. So the doctors gave him a list of exercises to do. So what do? I set up cameras, and he does the exercises when I'm sleeping. Like, I get up and stay up late and get up a little later, and he hates that. So I catch him doing his exercise, and I show my daughter. He goes, "Daddy, what are you doing?" I said, "That's his push-up." Oh, and it's classic. He's talking to himself, and then he's got the grunting and the moaning, and then he talks to the TV. And one of the classic things they did when CNN was going through and I remember I got years of this. So CNN always says the same thing every 20 minutes, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So my dad, I would be sleeping, I would hear him say the same thing to the TV every 20 minutes. The same story would come on, and I got him say, "Oh, you got to wait and see." One of the ones they did put, you saw the one that he got stuck in the Easter Sunday. He got stuck in the swamp.
Oh yeah,
right?
Classic moment. Yeah. The Russo tar pits.
Yeah, that was a fun one. So we'll send that out. That'll be kind of like a good Christmas gift to everybody. Sarducci, I wanted to do a show. Sarducci.
I think I'd rather have that gift certificate from the 99-cent store.
Hey,
Talk
Vinny,
for
You don't
yourself.
mind.
Talk for
Vinny,
yourself.
he really does. He really does love you, Vinny. The more he yells at you, the
Yeah,
more he loves
from a
you.
distance, man. Yeah,
That's the Italian way. No, he
yeah,
said
shit.
Thomas.
Out of
He
arm's
said
reach.
my dad. All right. So there was this girl called. Her name was Janine. She lived around the neighborhood, and she was one of these girls that my dad had this big lemon tree in the front of the house. Been there 40 years. First, he'll talk about it all the time. It's the first tree that he planted when he bought the house, and it's still there. It produces thousands of lemons. I mean, unbelievable amount of lemons. Any of you seen it? So
Oh
this
yeah,
girl used
I've nicked lemons from it.
right. So this girl used to come and steal lemons from it without asking my dad. So one time, my dad was like, I don't know, in his 40s or whatever it was, and he was hiding, and she went and took lemons and got caught, and she was running, and my dad started throwing lemons at this girl down the street. Oh, help me God. I'm
He
going to
was
bring her on the
lemon
show.
hucking.
I
You
think
could,
that's a fair consequence for her actions.
well, come on. She was probably 15, 16, and no,
So
15, he didn't
she
have a good
should have
age.
asked first.
Well, Nicole, he's thrown a few things at me, and thank God he doesn't know how to throw, but
Yeah,
otherwise I would.
lemons don't hurt like some of the projectiles he's thrown our
No,
way.
he's thrown a shovel at me before. He's thrown a couple pieces of wood. I just laugh.
And you got the wooden spoons on the roof, right?
Oh yeah, that's a classic. That's a classic. I couldn't remember. You know what? When the roofer took it down, he went down to my dad. He goes, "Hey, somebody put these things up there, and they were all my mom's cooking spoons that I used to throw on top of the roof."
I
So-
love
Oh yeah,
that.
So my niece posted a post on Facebook, and
Uh-huh.
my niece is quite funny. She cracks me up. So there's a lot of us in my family. So my parents had 4 of us, and from the 4 children, there's 13 grandchildren.
wow.
So there's
Wow.
lots of bullshittery that happens in the world. Where the heck did she put this? Oh, I'm sure it was Zara. Oh yeah, so it says, and this is generational. So this has gone many generations in my family. So she posts, for siblings only, were you the one with the knife or the one being chased?
Wow.
So you would
Ooh.
think, like, who does that? Well, in my family, it's actually quite common. It comes from my dad, who was the knife wielding, crazy youngest of all of the bazillion cousins on the farm with my poor Grandma Hanson. So my niece, who's her sister, says, one with the knife, always 100%. My sister says, I was being chased by Uncle Sean, which is their uncle, but my brother. So she was being chased. However, she was the instigator. She pushed my brother to the point that he would snap. So she deserved that. And then my nephew posts, Jacob and Sophia were both weapon grabbers, made for some pretty entertaining altercations. My poor sister goes like this. So, but it comes from their grandpa Barry, so it's really nobody's fault but my dad.
Okay,
Hey,
so
Grandpa Barry.
let's go. I mean, 'cause that kind of reminded me of the thing my dad threw at me, and yeah, he chased me around the table with a knife before.
Mhm.
But you know what? I look back at it, and I tell people the story, and they're like, "Man, that's crazy," and I'm not condoning it because I don't condone that behavior. But he was the youngest out of 10 brothers and sisters. My mom was the youngest out of 9. My dad, if he wasn't in by 9 o'clock, the doors would be shut down. If my grandmother would let him in Italy, not only, and again, I don't condone any of this, but my grandmother used to tell me stories. My grandpa used to grab a belt and whoop his ass for coming in the house and then get mad at my grandmother for opening the door. So you're only taught, you only do what you're taught, and you have to break that cycle. So for him chasing me, um, yeah, I wasn't an angel, but no, I wasn't an angel. And the reason why he did that is because I got an earring and he told me not to get an earring.
Yeah,
And
it
I
was
got
last
it.
week.
I got it.
Believe it.
But you know,
Don't trust your dad.
So,
it's funny
Nicole,
stuff because, right, Dad? So, like, my dad was, yeah, I mean, he was definitely like, we're patriarch, but pretty easygoing. He came from a family, and his grandma out on the farm had all of them for most of the time, honestly, and they were all boys. And he was the youngest of all of the cousins and the smallest. So I remember he tells this one story, and my grandma would tell this one story because she would say, "Oh, they were all so perfect. They were just so lovely." And my dad was like, "You're
Oh, the memory.
crazy."
Yeah.
And this is Joanna Hansen, all the mighty to her up in heaven, but she would do her thing, and my dad got so pissed off at all the cousins, he would throw knives at his brother. He probably deserved it, and then he got really pissed off and locked my grandma and everybody out of the house and said, "Too bad," and stayed in there.
Oh, my
Wow.
dad kicked me out on Christmas. He said, "You're not coming." I had to go sleep in the car for the night. No, and you know what? He didn't care. He didn't care. My mom loved her dearly, and rest in peace. My mom was always trying to, she didn't tell my dad half the things I did because otherwise I probably wouldn't be here today. But
Yeah.
from stealing the car to, doing things. I mean, I could write a book about it, but you know what? It wasn't. I never really did it to hurt anybody. I steal his wine. All right, so I steal a couple gallons a week. You wouldn't notice. He makes 500 a year. What do we care, right?
That's a lot of wine.
Oh, we had a lot of friends.
He's got a lot of friends. Yeah.
Hey, Nicole, Joe, every Friday we used to sit up in the hill, and I'd sneak out of the house because I have to be. My dad wouldn't let me go out. 9 o'clock, you're in. So I'd wait till he starts snoring, and at the house you hear it through the vents. So the windows that we have are very short. They're long, big windows. You basically climb over them.
Yeah.
So once he started snoring, I would open the window up, sneak out, close the window, and then go out and have fun. Hell, I ran to the bowling alley. How many times, Vinny? We sit there midnight
Oh,
at night.
gosh. Yeah. Always. Right. And
Yeah.
to this day, that's how he gets out of the house, right? Sorry. Warden
Wait a minute, Vinny.
Sarducci,
Wait a
right?
minute, Vinny.
There's a trapdoor now.
Okay, now, wait a minute. To this day, even though my dad is a stroke victim, and even though he needs someone to help him, I said, "Do you think I can get a key to the house?" And he's like,
No key, man.
"No key." So obviously, I have one. I know it. But if there's been times where he's done certain things where I had to go through certain ways, and he leaves. There's always a way in the house. I mean, there's a will, there's a way. And plus, I learned a lot of tricks when I was younger how to get into the house. The moral of the story is I got caught one time coming back
Got
into the
stuck
house.
in the chimney like Santa. Yeah.
No, 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 no. At that time,
Sarducci turned the fireplace on.
No, no. Dude, we'll go to the fireplace scene. Another thing here. Hold on a second. I was drunk. And it
Tony.
was 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's colder than hell out. And I left the window open so I didn't have to sit there, making noise. So I go in, and I'm drunk, and my knee hits the window, and it just rattles the whole house like an earthquake. I jump in my bed with my clothes on, like I'm sleeping, right? Close the window a minute. Here comes my dad with a shotgun. So help me God, he'll tell you the story. My mom, thank God, rest in peace, she saved me. He would have killed me. He didn't care. And to that day, that's how he found out I was taking wine because I wasn't talking much. So we had some days. We had some fun. But you know what? We didn't hurt anybody.
No.
Vinny, did we? We never did.
Well, I mean, it's a different time, Tony. It's a different time, right? I mean,
David,
it's not fair to judge. Yeah.
No,
we lived
David,
in a community that's not the same community anymore.
Right.
We lived in a world that's not the same world anymore.
David Andrews that follows him, we talk about it a lot. He knows about how my dad has a way of treating people. He loves people, but for some reason I tell my daughter too, I said, the louder Nono talks, the louder he yells, the more he loves you. And even though it's the wrong way to say that.
Oh, man. He must adore me.
He does.
Who knew?
Nicole, the best was, I swear to God, we're in well, we were in. I think we were in seclusion at that time. We couldn't go out. I mean, we were. You and I talked. You came over and we have a ginger ale or whatever it was. But he rings the doorbell and knocks on the door. My dad answers. He doesn't go to the door. He answers through the window. How can I help you, sir?
Sir, yeah.
Can I talk to Tony? Tony. He's in no home, right? And I'm in the patio. I'm listening to the whole thing. So as he leaves, I come out the door. He goes, dude, I thought you weren't home. I said, nah, my dad. He just said that anyway. That's how he is. He don't care. He don't care. But you know what? We will have him on. And Vinny, unfortunately, that day when he's on, we won't be able to do the show. Just Joe and Nicole.
Yeah, I'll be stricken off the board, man.
No, we.
What's he
You know
doing
what?
here?
No, what we can do is we can actually take. We won't be on video because if he knows that we're doing it, you and I, he won't do it. But if he knows the girls are asking questions, he'll tell you
Oh
everything you want to
yeah,
know. I mean,
oh yeah, yeah. Those
he actually like yeah.
wrapped around Sarducci's finger. There's no question about it. They'll charm him. I don't have that luxury. Yeah, I'm the idiot friend.
No, you're not an idiot. You just you know what? One of those friends that got in trouble with me. That's all.
Yeah, don't come around here. Tony, no home.
Vinny, when you know, I asked him. I said, "Why'd you say that to him?" In the home. I said, you know, you knew I was in the back. That's not my problem, he said. So he has his own way of doing things. And I can't sit there and you know what? Hey, it's his house. It's his
Well, and
rules
I
per
parked my
se.
car in front of the house that week, so you can't blame the man, right?
Oh my god.
No, Nicole, you cannot park. Oh my God, you guys are making me cry. You cannot park 8 feet in front of his driveway. It's got to be 8 feet down or further.
Yeah,
And I
street's called Russo Boulevard.
so I asked him, why is that? I need time to move the car. That way nobody bother me. Like, really? Nobody's gonna bother you? You have a brand new car. You just put in reverse camera. The hell? I don't care. I need the room, and that's it. I said, okay. Oh, literally, yeah. He told Vinny to move the car down the street.
Well,
Okay.
and
No lie.
Did Vinny listen?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Otherwise,
Vinny always listens to
Oh,
Sarducci, right?
if
You know,
not,
I'm a peaceful
Vinny would have
soul.
had a.
And I bitch
Vinny would
about
have.
it later.
Yeah, he would have bitched about.
Quietly in your bedroom all by yourself.
Oh, no, I bitched to Tony about it. You kidding me?
I told Vinny after that happened when he told me I told Vinny that I wasn't home. I came out the door. He goes, I said, Vinny, I don't know, man. Something's wrong with him.
He's
I said, no,
prejudiced against Italians, I think. I think
no,
that's what
dude,
it is. Yeah.
no. You know what? He loves everybody. His issue is it's got to be on his terms only. Um, you know, just like with my kids, and we're getting close here to shutting it down, but you know, he's hard on them, and I tell him, I said, you know what they've gone through, they don't need that. Just be a granddad. Just love them. Don't try to sit there and tell them what they're doing right or wrong, because it's not the time right now. They're still healing, and they're in pain. So you know, they've had so many different people trying to tell them what to do and how to do it. You don't need a, especially with his mannerisms. He is louder. Obviously,
Oh,
not
he's
loud
very
being Italian,
subtle.
right? And it's not like, how do I put this politely? It doesn't matter if you're a lady. It doesn't matter if you're older. It doesn't matter if you're Emma. He don't give a shit. He'll tell you how it is, and that's it.
And
And
he'll
even
call
though,
the lady sir. Yeah.
right, well, he's very haughty. And again, you know, people say, Tony, you make excuses for the fact that you know that he acts that way. That's how he was taught. And I try to tell him a lot of times, like, Dad, you don't do that anymore. You can't yell at people on the phone. And then he knows this. For a week straight, Joe Nicole, he was yelling at this insurance company. And every morning he would get on the phone and he would sit there and for a $5 bill that they charged him on his insurance. But he was literally, Mike, have a good night, buddy. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. But he would literally yell for an hour and a half, 2 hours every morning to get the $5 credit. And he didn't do it. So I got I got tired because it was doing it at 6:30 in the morning. It was making me up. So I took $20 one day and I went in and I said, "Here, do me a favor. Don't yell at him for 5 days. I needed some rest." Oh, and I had it on video. I got it on video, and he just flipped the cap. He goes, "You think money grows on trees and blah blah." So my dad is Vinny, and you can say he's well to do, but he believes that the end of the world is coming, so you have to make sure that you have enough saving. And I'm like, Dad, you have enough to save for 3 end of the
Oh,
world. So yeah,
come on, Paisano. He's cheap. He's cheap, man. That's what he is.
Cheap or thrifty? Like the,
No. Dude is cheap.
No, well, I will say that.
I'm one to talk, right?
You know
Poster
what?
boy for
No,
the
you know what?
99-cent store,
He
but
he he goes to the 99-cent store. He goes to all those stores.
oh yeah,
He
tells them
he's
how
not,
they're doing things wrong there.
yeah,
Does, eh?
he's not
somebody
cheap.
has to be in charge of the world. People, come on. It's your dad, Tony.
Oh, please, no,
I like him
no,
already.
no. He's anti-Trump. He's anti-this. He's anti-that. And I don't care about the thing. What I don't like that he does, and on a serious note, is you can't. And I'm be very polite. You can't treat people with disrespect and then expect to sit there and get respect back. And having the
Mm.
disrespect factor, meaning that it doesn't matter who you are, my friend, not friends, neighbor, somebody coming over, the mailman, and, and again, last week we had the painters over. He was in the house. He threw him out. He said, "You guys don't know what the fuck you're doing." He threw him out, kicked him off the property. And I'm like, "You got to be kidding me, Dad." And then I said to myself, I said, "You know what? Now I know why no one can work for him." And even when I had the restaurant, people used to always come to me and say, "Tony, your dad's doing it." He's got to do it his way and his way only. But
But
it's not a good trait.
but he's also older, and I don't. He's gonna come into his own. He really is.
Well, I don't know, man.
Maybe.
They gave him everything. They gave him a new heart, new valves. I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna outlive me." Oh, he keeps telling me, he says to me, he goes, after I lost all my first he called me fat when I was right, and then I lost like 3 pounds. Then a couple of weeks ago, he goes, "Sir, if you don't watch out, you're gonna die young." I said, "What does that mean?" He goes, "Look at you. You're fat like a pig." My daughter goes, "Daddy, doesn't he know that you lost weight?" He goes, "Yeah, but no, can't see very well." So what I just,
Not enough. Not
I
enough for
just
him,
play,
right?
I just play along with it, and see, he can't stand the idea that I constantly laugh. Everything I do in the house, like if he's got something where he can't reach, I'll move it further so I get more. And then he wonders, okay, all right, all the secrets are coming out. So he hates the refrigerator being past number 3. You know how they're setting the refrigerator? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and like 16 the coldest? He
Yeah.
says it's got to be on number 3. Every night he goes and turns it to number 3. When he's in bed, every night I go and turn it to number 6. So he wakes up, right? And I hear him. He goes, "That son of a bitch." It calls me every word of it. Like, what happened? He goes, "I told you I don't like a thing of cold." Right? I said, "Dad, what are you talking about? I didn't do anything." So he turns it back. I wait a couple of days more. I go back and turn it 6. And always on camera. So, and then finally I just like, okay. So there's certain things that I do that get him going. Um, Vinny, you know that. What are you going to do? You don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
And then,
you hide his medicine from him, man. You
oh,
shouldn't
no,
do
no,
that,
no.
Tony.
No, dude. I hid his keys one day, and just to prove a point, because he always says that I'm sloppy and I leave my keys out. When he left the keys, so you know how he says, "Oh, you got to do it." He's just like, "Do as they say, not as I do." Right? So he left his
Yes.
keys out. So I grabbed his keys and I hit him. I left. He called me 150 times. I'm like, I said, "I don't know what you're doing." He said, "You yell at me for leaving the keys out." I said, "What you doing?" Right? He's like, and finally, I said, "Listen, I think they're in a drawer." I knew there was a second set, so I didn't want to tell him where the first set where I hid. I knew there was a second set. I said, "Check in your drawer. There might be an extra set." "How do you know about that set?" I said, "Dad, come on, I live there. I know." So finally, he got the second set. And when I got back home, he got the first set and put him back. I said, "Dad, he's been here the whole time. You didn't see him?"
You didn't feel guilty doing that to your dad?
No.
Not
Oh,
Tony.
Tony.
You don't know what I've gone through. You don't know what. No. Now
Oh
I
I
could
know.
not
my
do
gosh.
that to my mother.
Okay,
There's no way I could do that to my
wait.
mom.
When I was younger, my dad used to chase me. He could contest this, and a lot of my friends would be on. He used to chase me and yell at me and scream, and all my friends would be afraid to come over. Now he can't do that, so it's like, okay, and then like I'll say something, and he'll like and he'll grab the broom. I said, "What are you gonna do with that? You're gonna go sweeping, or what?" Like hit me with a broom? Like the old days. That won't work. That won't work. I don't feel guilty at all. No, and who took him to the hospital? I did. So I didn't feel guilty. Otherwise, I would have left him there. I would have continued to do the show.
And some of your friends are still scared to come around, to be honest with you, man.
Everybody has one of those people. So Tony,
Yes.
my grandpa was the scary person in my family.
Mm-hmm.
My grandpa Pierce. So that's my dad's dad. So the entire time growing up, he was like the hard ass. You were prim and proper. You never stepped out of bounds. You never did whatever. My whole life. And then he did whatever in February. He passed away. And I remember my kids. Oh, that's a lot of noise.
I'm sorry, one more time. Nicole, you said a lot of noise?
There's a lot of feedback on somebody's end. I don't know whose.
It might be my end here. They're laughing at that. So I'll put myself on mute.
So I remember the first time we're all together and we're with my grandpa because we always do big family dinners. So every major event, birthday, holiday, we do big. Like there's 29 of us. Everybody shows up and my grandpa does grace and everything. And my daughter says, yo, hey, G-Paw. And I was like, whoa, that's your grandpa. We are respectful. We do this. And he looks at me. He's like, she can call me whatever she wants. And I was like, MF, are you kidding me? My years of life, and she can do whatever she wants.
You know what?
Yeah, man, that's grandkids, man. Let me tell you a story, right? Last time I was visiting my old man, he had each one of his granddaughters on his knee, and the oldest one is, stroking his hair and saying, "Oh, Grandpa, you're so sweet and kind and gentle." I'm laughing in the background going, yeah, that's the guy that took the strap to me when I was a kid, Mr. Soft and Gentle, right? But it goes to show you, man, anybody can change over time. There's nothing like little kids to soften somebody up. And that's where Sarducci's blessed, because those kids love their grandpa.
Well, they love, but I'm still waiting for him to get soft, because you know what? I will say that, so after he went to the hospital, he started yelling at the doctors. They didn't want to go do an MRI. I said, Dad, your blood pressure's 220 over 190. Something wrong. I don't give. And he said, I'm telling you, he's in the hospital. I don't give a F. I don't do this. And I walked out, right? So I think the doctor said, you know what? You're gonna have major stroke. And then I brought him home. It was like 2:30 in the morning. Actually, no, he stayed the night. Then I brought him home the next morning. It was 2:30 in the morning. And then I sat there and I said, Dad, you know what? I'm not used to yelling and screaming. Just laugh. Then he goes to Costco. And this is like a rarity. He goes and buys stuff for my kids, like sweets, Nutella. And I'm like, something wrong here? And I told my daughter this. She goes, Daddy, he's being nice. I said, yeah. I said, maybe he's finally trying to turn the corner. But he's so hard that everything's got to be his way. And I just try to tell him, he lost his daughter, so I kind of understand, losing my sister, losing my wife, losing my mom, losing relatives. But you know what? Life's too short. And me laughing, I try to make a little laughter. He doesn't like. He hates it when I laugh. He hates it. He hates it beyond a passion. He calls me phone the whole thing. He's like, "Oh, go call your friend and go be phony with him." He says,
"Yeah, phony friend."
All right, hey guys, we're gonna close it out here. Records. We're gonna close it out here, but I do want to do a couple shout outs. First of all, David Andrews again for his mom. Happy birthday! I want to do a special shout out to Vince. And not my Vinny partner, a good friend of ours. His name is Vincent Corona. He donated a tree. We've got some trees that he has a tree lot. He donated a tree to a family that their father is passing. They have cancer. So I want to send out a special shout out to Vincent. Thank you again. I heard back from their family. They are ecstatic. I can't say thank you enough. You made their life, you made what they have left happy. So thank you very much. From us, from Vince, thank you. That being said, guys, Freedom of Rock, you know what? An hour and a half goes by quick. We didn't even miss Mark that much, did we?
Sure nice to have Nicole back, though.
Mark.
Nicole, I had to throw that in. I'm sorry. I had to. All right, so.
Nobody hit on my sister, so it's good.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Before we shut this off, we're gonna go around. Nobody hit on your sister. Nobody hit on you, and nobody hit on Joe. Look
It's
at
a
that.
Christmas miracle.
Hey, Vinny, you're looking good tonight, buddy. I love your hair.
Oh,
Guys,
thanks. Yeah.
tell us what you're doing for
Well,
the
oh
weekend.
man.
Close
If
us
only
out.
I felt as good as I look, right?
Yeah, don't worry. You look great, Vinny. Just take some NyQuil. You'll be okay. Nicole, what's on the agenda for the weekend?
Nothing much, honestly. Just gonna chill, relax. Just okay. Wait, before we close out, wait. Look.
Okay.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Look. Okay,
Oh,
Christmas
look at a
tree.
tree.
Wow.
Wow. That's cool.
Epic.
Wow, that is cool.
Christmas.
How many couches you got?
I have two, but I love
Oh.
Christmas. So
No, Christmas, that's beautiful. You know what? I really do miss having a big family. I miss that part where you're able to have all the Christmas lights and people over. And my mom used to make so many different, Italian pastries. And it is, it's a wonderful holiday. Christmas is probably one of my favorite holidays. That and
my
Joe, you want to show us your tree real quick again?
Yeah,
it doesn't have tree today.
It doesn't have the lights on, but I got like a super big one this year. So here, see if we turn this. Okay,
Is
so
that a real
here,
tree, Joe?
you'll see the cat. Yeah,
Joe,
there's the cat.
Joe. I'm not gonna go there.
And then it just keeps going, and it's like
Oh,
the way up.
hey, Joe, what is that? Joe, what is that big pole right there? What is that?
It's a light because my lighting in my house is bad.
Oh, okay. All right, Vinny, you
Yeah.
need that. You need that, Vinny. I'll get you one for Christmas.
A pole in
And
my
then-
room? I can't even dance.
You can't dance on this pole. I promise
guys-
you.
You
It's
could
very small.
invite a dancer.
Hey guys, by the way, your Christmas tree is beautiful, Nicole. Joe, your Christmas tree is beautiful. Vinny, I'll get
I
one for you.
checked my
99
shoe
cents.
again. I don't know. Beautiful
Hey.
shoe.
I'm gonna show you my tree that my dad's had up for the last 15 years. He hasn't taken it down. It's about this tall, and he keeps the lights on. My daughter goes, "Daddy, what?" I said, "Little bees and the Christmas lights around the
Yeah, it's a
fireplace."
real tree too.
And speaking no, it's not. Speaking of fireplace, you guys talk about fireplace. He built a fireplace in the house when he extended the house, and he's never used it once. That being said,
But he's
20,
happy.
20 some years he's had the fireplace and never once had a fire in it.
Is it a real fireplace?
It is real. I'll take a picture
Wow.
and send
They
you.
don't know.
Get it back. There might wait. So I'm thinking. Wait a minute. I'm thinking this. Most people wouldn't burn a fireplace if they have something hidden in it. So I'm thinking he's Italian. He might have some money stashed up there. I haven't said anything. Oh, by the way, I shouldn't have said this. I'm gonna have people come to our house. By the way, he's got
On
tons
my
of guns.
way. Joe, ready? Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Road trip. Yeah.
Hey,
Bree
just- hey,
wants to go too.
you guys can come. If any guys, he's loaded. He's got guns loaded. So don't even try. You know, and he
Yeah.
won't even
And
hesitate.
when he doesn't let you in, you can come stay with me.
It's probably bodies hidden, not money.
No, that would have been a different day and age. That's another story we'll talk about another day. And if you ever want to, there's a book out there, and Nicole, I'll send you the book. I always asked my father and my uncle why they were the only two out of the whole family that moved from back east. One moved to Arizona and one moved to California. We had no relatives. That being said, I'll leave that. We'll have other stories for another night. We love you, Vince. Tell us what you're doing for the weekend. I'm going to Candy Cane Lane.
I'm going to work. No. And guitar lessons and, living the life as carefully as I can to try to get better.
Hey,
Nicole, great to have you on again. Joe, love you both.
We love you guys,
Jeez.
guys. I'm gonna thank you again for all the followers, for all our listeners, David, Michael, Vince, and Vince. Thank you again for donating those trees. I've got another person that'll sit there and give me a call. Vinny G, we love you. Nicole, we love you. Joe, we love you. Big Daddy T, we love you. I can say that now. Vinny's not next to me. Vinny, am I
Happy
gonna see?
Friday, everyone.
I love you. Hey, Vinny, am I seeing you next week?
Next week. What's going on next week, Paisan?
Well, Friday. It's
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if
Fit
I
as a
like.
fiddle.
I don't know if I like the stuff like we're talking on camera here. I don't really like that too much.
Well, it gives the ladies a chance actually to see what I look like. You
Well,
don't see half an ear, right?
The best thing about it, I didn't have to tell them to wear deodorant. So I love you,
Exactly,
Vinny.
man. Right, me and Sarducci, right?
Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourself. Remember, at the moment, guys, thank you for listening to Freedom Rock Friday, powered by Stables Media, 5 to 6:30 p.m. every Friday. Stay tuned for Vinny Show Sunday. What's it called, Vinny?
Tony calls it Spin the Record. We like to call it the Sunday Spin, and thank you for viewing. We
You got
appreciate
it, guys.
you.
We love you guys. Have a great weekend, guys. Be safe. Love you all. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Joe. Vinny, love you, buddy. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Guys,
Bye,
love
guys.
you. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, guys. Thank you.